All right. Wow. Hey, that was pretty quick. All right, guys. It says we're live. Now, let's just address the big elephant in the room. Now, that's not a fat joke or a body shaming joke. Tonight, we had to swap a guest out because of real life. Miner's Beard, they're doing a whole heck of a lot in refurbishing a brand new store. And unfortunately, they couldn't be here tonight as much as they wanted to be here. So, I reached out to about 80 other people, and they're all like, yeah, screw your channel. And look what I found. So I found Prac. I know. I told you I was going to do a prac, but it's okay. Guys, I'm really, really happy to have Beard Practitioner here tonight. I consider him a really, really close personal friend, and I've been telling him he's going to come on the show for a while. So he's finally here. And we'll get all the usual. Tiki, I see you. Joshua Ricks. It's Bearded Strickland. That's right. Shake and bake. Michael Payton. Hey, Deliberately Bearded. How you doing, brother? Rob Brennan and Beard Wisely. There we go. All right. Now, prac. Let's pretend. It's not real life. Pretend no one knows who you are, but pretend no one knows who you are. Why don't you introduce yourself to the world, brother?
My name is Andy. I go by the name of Bearded Practitioner on Instagram as well as YouTube, as in almost every social media that I can possibly put my name on. I have been doing the social media thing as the Bearded Practitioner a little bit over a year, like a year and a half now. Well, not actually a year and a half. So yeah, I've been really enjoying the ride. Really enjoy making YouTube, hanging out with this guy. Just have had a blast. So that's been a really big positive piece of my life lately.
Hanging out with me? God, I'm sorry.
Actually, what's so funny as I think about that, I'm like, man, it's so funny how you just get so involved in people's lives over internet. And I just absolutely I didn't think that would be my thing. I thought, I have a lot of friends outside in the real world too. Who knew that I would be like, I can't wait to talk to Chris today. I can't wait to talk to Dan. I can't wait to talk to these guys. Right. I just can't wait to talk to them because there's like, hey, did you try that new beard product? I just smelled it. It's amazing. And then I go around my house. The only person that may care is Caden. He's like, yeah, I smelt it too. And I'm like, yeah, but it's great in beard too. It's amazing. And until I get online, I get to say, yeah, this is amazing. Here's a cool video about it too. And you guys all care.
Right?
That's right.
And hey, I see everyone rolling in. Thank you so much for, coming in tonight. We're going to have a lot of fun with Prac. We're going to see an entirely different side of him. Because I have this theory. Seriously, he's like the Ned Flanders of the beard world, okay? When you talk to him, he's like, oh gosh, oh googly. I know he's got a double life out there somewhere where he's kicking puppy dogs and sitting around his house like a mafia don going, hey. Yeah. I just know it, We'll get there in a little bit. I also want to put this out there for everyone. When I had my anger issues a while ago, Prac was one of the ones who reached out, not knowing whether I was going to tell him to fuck off or work with him. And he really, truly helped me out a lot. So for that, Prac always has my eternal respect because the way he did it was amazing. He was like, look, here's some info. If you'd like to read it, cool. If not, that's cool. He wasn't like, look, you're stupid, you're moronic, you're an idiot, I'm going to fix you. Even though I do call him the virus, but still.
I just deliver the goods.
That's going to be on someone's tombstone or arrest record soon. Oh, man. And speaking of ugly, look who shows up in the house when we're talking about mafia dons. How we doing tonight, Godfather? Are you okay? Tell us, Joe, does Nick sleep with the squirrels?
He will never live that down.
Oh, no, no one's ever going to forget that. All right, Brad, let's get to the usual questions. What got you into making YouTube videos?
That's a good question. So I really, really enjoyed the beard products. And I didn't know what to do with it. I was just like so excited to do it, to be part of that. So I started watching the Dan, everybody gets kind of linked up with either Dan or some of the older reviewers that are out there. I got into a binge watch with Dan after I found that Beard Bomb was awesome. I just some guy was passing around Beard Balm, and I wore a lot of cologne. I found a Beard Balm that smelled like cologne. I said, "Oh, that's awesome! That is so good. I love the smell of that. What else is out there?" So I started doing a little research, and then you do a little YouTube, and guess who you find?
Yeah, Dan, right?
Dan. So then I started binge watching Dan. Is like, and it's so funny. Is like you feel like because you watch their YouTubes, you know them personally, which Dan is who he is who he is on that, no doubt. Oh,
I don't know what you're talking about, Tyson. Sorry, Prac.
no worries.
Hey, I was looking for you, Joe.
So anyway, yeah, I started doing that, and I started watching Dan's, and then I said I got so into these that I said, you know what, I would like to try to do something, So I first think I started just doing some stuff on Instagram, just like posting a picture of the beard stuff that I got on Instagram, and then you just slowly migrate into wanting to make videos about them and talk about them, and then you go to YouTube because that's the biggest place to go. And there's so much learning curve. People do not tell you how hard it really is to get YouTube to understand how YouTube works, how to get the equipment that is going to work,
Agreed.
how to, I mean, it's just difficult.
Binge watch the teach.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I binge watched the heck out of him the first time. Yeah. So awesome. So awesome. And he makes it look so easy, and it's not.
Right?
It's so not easy because he has it compartmentalized. He has it very well organized, and you realize very quickly how hard it is, especially the first video that you do when you're just sitting in front of your phone in a room staring at it, trying to talk about something. You're like, hey, there's nobody else here, and you're talking about beard products, and for a fact that all of this is going to go out. I must have retook the first video like probably 20, 30 times before I released it, and it was my intro video.
Yeah. See, I didn't do one of those until about 2 years into my YouTube career. Now, just for the record, everyone, I made a video, and then I took like 7 months off. So when I say 2 years, it's not really 2. It's just
it happens.
Oh yeah, I agree. Like I go back and look at my first video, and I seriously feel like a monkey doing a doorknob. I'm like, I did that.
Yeah. I had my sister in it originally, so I had this idea that me and my sister could do these, and my whole idea was to be more like, hey, I'm going to tell you about holistic products and how they're good for you, and I just couldn't get past how good the scents were, and so I'd just be like, hey, yeah, but this smells really good.
Okay. So just for the record, if you were still doing essential oils and what, I'd be like, prac who? What prac?
Right.
Ugh. I'm sorry. You just lost your arm. Here, smell some lavender.
Right. and I loved it. I love that part, but it just definitely was. I had more fun doing what me and and it's just she kind of got busy, so that kind of ended. Me and Caden started doing more and more stuff together, and then what I saw was the first video. If you ever go back in time, you'll see how excited he was to just hang out with Dad. And I watched that a couple times, and I go, this is my thing. This is my thing. Hanging out with my kid, doing videos and laughing. And every time we have such a good time. I teach him a little bit of how to do videography, and he just loves hanging out with Dad. And I love hanging out with him. So it's kind of become our thing.
Yeah, it's neat. Like some of my earlier ones when I was doing subscription box unboxings, the cuteness factor would be sitting in my lap and holding up the item. Or if you look back at one of, I think it's like my 3rd beard product review, I'm talking about a different company, but she's holding up the envelope from another company, just trying to hold it up in the frame. And I'm like, oh, baby, you're so cute trying to help, but wrong company.
I'm still trying to wean Caden off of the noises he makes. He makes these annoying noises, and I'm just like, Caden, sometimes it's funny. No, not anymore. Stop doing the screechy noise. I have to tell him like he does it like once a video now to just to mess with me, just to
Yeah, that's his thing, you know?
yeah. He got watched some YouTube show and it had this kid that hit a basketball with his head and he makes that noise. And if anybody watches my videos knows that noise because he does it in like every video that he can possibly do. And I'm like, it wasn't that funny. Like that video's gone and dead.
But to him, it's right there in his head, you know?
Yes, he thinks, how can I annoy my dad a little bit more?
It's like my son. I love him to death, but the next time he talks about this Minecraft YouTuber, I think I'm going to strangle my son with his power cord, you know? And if anyone from CPS is watching, that's a joke. I would never hurt my kid.
That's right. What a nightmare. What a nightmare.
Little disclaimer.
Yeah. Not really.
Well, yeah. But I mean, like, I get it. And also, like, with my daughter, the brat, as she loves to call herself, I'm like, here, take a sniff of this. Tell me what you smell. And she's like, barbecue sauce and bird poop. And at that point, I'm looking at the camera and going, do I just cut this video now and come back with an apology thing going, Royal Beardsman, I am so sorry. I don't know how she's picking that up. You know?
I was doing so me and Caden originally were doing Instagram lives unboxings and we were doing a morning mist and we open it up and he goes, that smells like ointment. I'm like, oh, we're live right now. They don't want to hear, Caden, you can't say it smells like ointment. Nobody wants to hear that.
Our kids are also like the worst judges ever. And I know when I find a score, like when you're putting whatever, like the butter or, you know, oil in your beard. And my daughter walks by and she goes, that smells great. What is it? I'm like, finally, you like something.
Love it. Love it.
Oh,
how old is your daughter now?
Crap. Hold on. 9, 5. And the boy is 12, I think. Yeah, he's turning 12.
Yeah, Caden turns 12 at the November 6th. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's a great time to be a dad. Social distance and everything's home. No more sick days.
I know. Me and Caden started doing this, and he's actually really good about doing the social distance learning. And we were talking about, he's ready to go back. So next semester, he's for sure going back. Our schools are opening as long as everything kind of stays the same. He's going to go back, and I'm excited for him because he's ready to see some friends. And he did actually superbly well with the grades. I mean, his grades are been better. I almost, as a dad, you're like, hey, why don't we just have you stay at home? Because your grades are amazing right now.
Right.
But
and if you know my kids, you know that's an intense possibility. You really know. Okay. And David, faithfully bearded, how are you, brother? Welcome to the show, my friend.
Hey. Dave's a good guy. He's kind of set me up a couple times with some advice on equipment and things.
Oh yeah, Dave's a great guy. He takes a lot of it and he just keeps rolling with it, you know?
I just can't afford the ARF. I can't afford the nicer equipment. That's what I ran into is I was like, they're getting all the cool equipment. The newest Canon's coming out and I cannot even close to afford it.
What you got? Tiki, my better half, won't let me put an atomic countdown clock on our living room wall. I was going to have every kid name the hours, minutes, seconds until they turn 18.
They never leave, buddy. I got 2 in the house still.
You wish that on me. No.
Don't leave. It's like, I think the first one left at 25. 26. No. We have a 23-year-old and a 20-year-old. So we had 6. And the oldest is now 29. He's married. He has 2 kids now. But then it goes to 23, and the 23-year-old, it just doesn't look like he wants to leave. I feel like the Cosby Show, where Bill Cosby keeps saying, "Hey, it's time to hit the road." Not that Bill Cosby, the funny one in the show during the '80s, not the
druggy, sleepy.
So the funny show, the Cosby Show, that was funny. He was always trying to get rid of the kids because I realize it. You're like, I have like one room where I call it the hot room. They always complain about it. They're like, "Hey, this room's really hot." I'm like, "Yeah, it is. It's really hot. You should stay in that room all the time.
Joshua, I've never measured. It's one of the things I need to do because I have to do a follow-up for Chesapeake Biotin, but I've never really measured. So I can't tell you right now.
We're talking about beard.
Yep, beard length.
I have cut mine so many times. I had some guy butcher it like a while back, and I was just like, now what do I do? I like do YouTube. I told you that when you did this.
The last time this got cut, my better half told me, if you like wife cardio, you better remove it. So it's facial hair. It grew back.
Yeah.
You know?
I hear you.
Okay. So go ahead. Get that.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was about to change the topics on you because I really don't want to have it in my head that my kids will be around me forever.
Yeah, my dad always told me that. He was like, "Hey, at 18, your job is never done. Even at 18." I'm like, "Oh, it's because I left at 18. I went right to college." No, not my kids. Not my kids.
I tell my kids, the moment you turn 18, your dinner plate is broken, all your crap's in the front lawn, and the locks are changed.
Absolutely.
You better be ready to go. Hey, Tyson, how are you, brother? Welcome to the show.
Hey, Tyson.
All righty, Prac. So I know that with you being a content creator, and I know you have your ups and downs. What's one piece of advice? And who is okay? I don't know who that mongrel is, but keep moving, you drug addict mother. Sorry, we have some interesting people around. Hey, straight up, Beard 13, how you doing?
Hey.
So I know that you've gone through some struggles and you've gone through some ups and downs. If you could give anybody out there who's brand new and, or maybe even struggling with their channel, any advice, what would you tell that person?
I think if I was to go back in time and do some things differently, the numbers don't matter right away. You're not going to grow. You're not going to be instantly famous. That's the first thing that I would have said to myself.
Yeah.
You're not going to instantly famous. You're not going to be getting a 1 million view video right away. You're not going to do it. You're going to be on the ropes for a while. You're going to have to figure out who you are first. And don't worry about the numbers is the biggest thing that's the number one thing I would give. And then just have fun. Get to know the people around you, have fun, be who you are, and don't get caught up in the drama.
Okay, I want everyone watching this to mark this down. I asked him that question about the 16-minute, 30-second mark. So, Prac, the next time you start kicking yourself in the butt about your own channel, I'm going to refer you to that time frame and go, take your own advice, you freaking...
No doubt. I've suffered. I've sat around and you look at those analytics and you get caught up in them. You sit and go, I'm only at... I hit 241 today. And it's taken me forever to get to that point. Other people have gone to 500. Like, there's Ken today went to 500. And I'm like, but then I got a chance to just go, this is when we talk about rejoicing in other people's pieces, what they're doing for themselves and their stuff. And I just sat back, and that was a good teaching for me to just patiently accept what is going on for me and rejoice in other people and their success. And I love Ken. He's put in a lot of work.
Yeah, Faithfully Bearded Crew, there's a great question for you that you can answer in the comments. Okay, well, Ken's got something that we will never, ever have. He has Mrs. Bluegrass that goes out there and gives away great cookies. I'll subscribe to Ken's channel just for the cookies, okay?
That is true. That is true. I think that if it wasn't for, and Mel, I've had her on and I've talked to her. Super, super nice lady. I am just, both of them as a couple is that's awesome to have that much support. It sounds like your wife, at least. My wife is not supportive of this. She's not happy with the amount of content that I make and how much time I spend doing it. So I have to try to, it's one of those ones where I've talked about it's a passion of mine, but it's my passion, not something that she's as much into. She doesn't want to hear about it as much.
Matt, I'm just hoping for a good series because 6 former Red Sox players are either playing in or at the World Series in a player capacity or a coach capacity. Either way, I'm good.
You're a big Sox fan. That's right.
Oh, heck yeah. There you go. See? Don Joe has you covered, Prac. He's going to make you an offer you cannot refuse.
I've had so much fun with Joe over the last year. I mean, it may be a little bit under a year now, but we've had and we've grown up as YouTubers. His channel has blossomed, and he's almost close to 500 himself, and I still around the same level. Well, I'm actually about 150 more, I think. And we just enjoyed the reviewers table has turned into a blast. It was.
Yeah, I'm honored to be part of that. I really am.
Yeah. We have such a good time, and I think that I kind of, as you do, you kind of say, hey, what was out there before? What's kind of was working, and maybe I want to try again in a different way. Barbado Joe, my good friend Joe, everybody knows Barbado Joe usually around the community. He had something called something table. I can't remember, it wasn't reviewers table, but it was something table, and the round table, something like that. And I was like, why don't we get the reviewers table where it's a bunch of reviewers similar to what he was, but just pick topics that are tough, things that we want to talk about. And at first, that's exactly what we did. We did 2 or 3 huge topics that were kind of drama-ish, had some drama-ish type of things going on around it. But what did we think about it? And then I think as we've gone along, we pick a few of those occasionally, and then we just have grown as people and as a group, and we just love hanging out and chatting and giving each other hell. So
it is a great live stream, and everyone gives and takes. Tevin.
Yeah. Tevin more than others, maybe.
More than others, but he's a really, really good sport,
He is. And that's the one thing is that I picked a lot of people purposely because I knew that they were somebody that could get along with the rest of us, but also have a different point of view. And that's what I was looking for. Somebody with a little bit of different points of views. And I think we all as a team handle that pretty well, and we all have something insight to push in.
I agree. I agree a lot because sometimes it's fun watching, you and Joe try to get into it, and Joe just like, prac, look. Then you got Johnny in the corner. When he says something, everyone's just, Well,
I've had you guys bail me out of, just the other day, I had Joe bail me out of a conversation that didn't need to happen. And I was like,
no.
It was good, but it was good. It was like, hey, out of here. Tough, out. And you just catch yourselves as friends and as brothers. You go, hey, I got your back. And that's what I kind of like. The reviewers table is kind of like that brotherhood thing, which is why I joined this community. And that's what I found, that being part of, even if you just review one video or you just do reviewers table, period, having that brotherhood is the most important thing about being in this now.
Yeah, but sometimes it's fun to watch your brothers make a mistake. Not mentioning anything, Joe.
That poor squirrel. You know what? And I remember when I remember thinking, oh, he's going to have a squirrel too.
Or, when, let's just say, a very respected member of your community messes up and says he's wearing leggings. Not like I'm ever going to let you forget that, Dan. Ever. I've got his mailing address. I'm going to order a bright pair and just send it to him just for fun.
What are leggings? Are those little skin tight pants that are
a lot of women wear, like yoga pants?
Oh, okay. The what do they call those? Something Lolos.
What, the Wallaroo or whatever?
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. I work in like North Scottsdale, which is where a lot of very well-off people, and that's all you see there is women in yoga pants with those Lululemon.
Yeah, but you got to give Dan credit. Once he said it and got lit up in his own chat, he owned it, he embraced it, he had a little bit of fun with it.
That's right. I have to go back and see that one. I'm like, I must have missed the legging section of it.
Yeah, it was last night's Command Corner, right when he was talking about Sam and her Etsy shop. And first it was, is that the teaching jorts? And he's like, I'm not wearing jorts. Like tonight, I'm wearing leggings. And he's like, why did I say that? And then you just watch the comments.
I love Dan. He's such a good dude.
All right, now we've got an interesting question for you. And I don't want you to dig too deep into your shrink category, okay?
Right.
And yes, guys, he's a shrink. But still, I like him. He's good. He's one of the good ones. He's not the one where you walk out after an hour in his office going, I just wasted like $500 for that. All right. So I asked this question of everyone who's a first time on my channel, because I honestly believe inside all of us, there is that deep seated will to succeed. We've all had those days where either, you drank too much the night before, you partied too much. I don't know, maybe got drunk in a bar and hit on a woman in front of your wife, but not singling anybody out. You just don't want to get up. You don't want to deal with your job or anything else. I firmly believe there's something in you that will make you get up and get moving. What is that in prac?
So impacting other people, having a positive impact and being a good example as much as possible. I think that's the one thing that I bring to the table is positivity and a lot of love for people,
Yes.
and that I know that impacts others. When you feel somebody who just really cares about you, that makes your day better. And that's how I lift up myself, is by getting the benefit of being able to uplift others. So that's what makes me get up. I'm impacted by that. It's there for a long time. It was just paychecks. But as I've gotten older and more mature, I've realized that that type of thing for me is, is trivial compared to what I can do to help other people and impact others.
That's Thursday, Gary, I believe. Beards and Desserts.
Thursday. Yeah, it's Thursday. Yep. We got Barbado Joe on this week. And then the week after, we got the Down syndrome awareness.
That's going to be interesting. And guys, yeah. I will say this for the record, Prac, when he complains, he does it in a way that you kind of want to punch him, because he's like, well, golly gee shucks, I'm not sure how I'm going to do this. And, wow, guys, what do you think about this? You're like, just bitch. Just swear at something. Get it out, Prac.
I do have a potty mouth on occasion, and you've caught that a couple times in like green rooms or something. But I try to not cuss, because I used to cuss a lot, and it never conveyed my ideas well.
See, that's why you can never be in the military. You sprinkle F words like there's salt and spices everywhere, I
worked at the NCO club for a bit. I worked there for about a year, so I get it.
Yeah, I mean, like that line in Boondock Saints, when you got that one dude who's just saying it multiple times over and over, and and they're like, well, that certainly exemplifies the diversity of the word. It's just...
Yeah, I grew around. My dad's military, so we grew around it. So there wasn't a big shock value. It's just, I just think that as I got older, and what I was trying to show my kids is that you can use your words in a different way that conveys a better idea. And some people get offended by your cussing at them. And sometimes that's a good thing, but sometimes it's good to bring that out of the bag every once in a while, right?
I'm having some pretty bad storms out here, so my internet's getting a little bit spotty today. So if it drops off, I'm probably going to have to reboot it right in the middle of this. So sorry, brother.
Well, then I'll just take over and just talk about how Chris should have got better internet.
Hey, Chris's internet is a lot better, but still.
It is a lot better.
Okay, so let's move into kind of a different segment. I know that you help a lot of people all day long, and you really reach out, you really do a lot of work with a lot of people. What got you into that career choice? Because and I'm saying it this way, if I believe what you're telling me, the secret life of the virus, I would never see that coming full circle, where now you're helping people, where before you were just, dude, wow.
Yeah, so I blame it on a midlife crisis. I hit 40. I hit 40 like 7 years ago, and I was looking at my life going, what am I doing? I didn't have a lot of good friends that my best friend was a drug addict. I didn't have many other friends. My relationships were tanking. And, my parents, they kind of liked me. I would, and when your parents just kind of like you realize you got to do something different. And I've always been kind of that seeker person that's always interested in some part of self-help self-development, but didn't want to take the advice. Like, it made me feel good for a little, get on a high vibe, like, yay, yeah, let's all be happy together, and then go back and do the same habit that got me into the same mess, right? So I started working on, and I started finding a spiritual path that I felt that was really strong. It's more Eastern philosophy, and now it's very Buddhist. So I'm not gonna. But even I was raised Christian, so I still have a lot of that core value in me. So just to set the record, that's where I grew up. But at the same time, I found that in this Eastern philosophy, it really helped me. What did Dan say?
It happened earlier, Teach. All I can say is don't be surprised when you get a special mail call coming up soon. I'll brand my own pair just to send it to you, just to mess with you, brother.
Lulu Chris. Lulu Chris's. So yeah, I think that about 6 or 7 years ago, that's love it. So 6 or 7 years ago, that's kind of what the answer is. I just had an epiphany, something I needed to have a life course direction. I found a really good group of individuals in my group that I'm part of now, and they've helped me kind of, I meditate more. I focus on myself a little bit more and fixing what's wrong with the way I think, changing habits. Definitely not perfect. That's why I call myself the practitioner, not the doer. I'm always practicing to get better.
If Dan C can have a command fanny pack, I'll make sure he gets leggings with my logo there somewhere. That's all I'm saying. As God is my witness, I will make that happen.
I love Ken. This is what I love about the community. We can just BS all day long. I love it.
Well, you see, and the other thing I do like is, I don't want to say the community is self-policing, but it seems like people who show up and are like, I'm here, I have 5 videos, you need to give me product, you need to give me affiliate codes, you need to listen to me, they seem to somehow just get weeded out and moved to the side. And this community is great because you can have a massive screw up and they give you enough love, affection, and support to help you change.
Absolutely. And I think everybody here has made some mess ups here and there. I know I have. I know maybe Chris, we've done some stuff. I know that, the only person that, and it's always an opportunity to grow. And when people are willing to give you that opportunity to grow with them, and that's what I think our community has, is an opportunity to grow with you. We don't see everybody like, hey, they're not recoverable. There's no redemption to them.
Right.
And I think that
show, hey, Bearded Gay Guy, welcome to the show, or Dagan, sorry.
Hey.
Late. Hey, welcome. Sorry.
Hey. But that's what I think. I think that we give redemption. We give you forgiveness. And I'll still say this. One of my favorite people is Swag, because that's the type of person that you want to emulate, is that type of person who just loves on people. And I'll tell you, he's my business. Sometimes when I'm feeling like I'm not feeling it, I just look at what he's doing, and he's always 100% authentic on that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you ever want to have a fangirl moment? I did when I called Swag and invite him on the show. And I'm just like, oh my God, he's picking up. Oh my God, that's Swag. Ah! I mean, hey, Swag. Yeah. Would you like to come on the show? Yeah. Or I think that's how that conversation went.
Yeah, I had him on a release, and I was just like, and I couldn't help but at the very end tell him how much like love I have for that dude, because of the fact that he's so positive and he really lives by that. And we may be different faiths, but I just totally love on the guy. He's a great guy. Just like I love on Chris and everybody else in this room, probably. It's just it's like a good love fest. Caring people, actually. I think it's just people who give a shit about you.
Oh my God, he swore. I've got it live.
I did.
Made. All right. Hey, Pete White, how you doing, brother? All right. So, God, how can I phrase this? I know there's, I don't want to say an epidemic in the bearded community, but I do know that certain reviewers love to seem like they're code collectors. And that's how many affiliate codes can I rack up? How does that make you feel when you're seeing people who have come in after you that are like, all these companies are going, hey, here's a discount code. Hey, here's an affiliate code. Hey, let's get together. Let's make, a collaboration. And I'm like, well, Prax been here forever. Where's Prax love?
I think people just know that I'm not after that. My day job pays me pretty well, and I think that and I've told people I'm okay. Some people offer some codes. I do have a few codes, like 3 or 4, but I'm okay with not getting it. Every once in a while, I'll wonder, did I do something wrong with, maybe I should ask for it or something, because I'm really just as close as that other guy. I thought about that occasionally, but I just let it go. You know what? That's not what I'm after, though. I'm happy enjoying my time having a DM conversation with the owner, and who cares at the end? Who cares?
If I could have made that happen, I would have. Trust me. That was an incredible experience.
What was this?
Tyson was saying he just wants Tevin on so he can just watch Gary roast him all night.
Tyson is such a cool cat. I love Tyson.
Not like
I enjoyed. I had him on last Thursday, and I just really dig. That's what I really dig, is trying to find something, find those commonalities, and just talking about them. I love fishing. He loves fishing, and he's got a brood of kids. I've got a brood of kids. Mine are a little bit older.
So happy you said that, Dragon. Okay. And this is how I look at affiliate codes. All right. I only have 2. One I tripped and fell into, and the other is with this literally like unknown company out there. No one's ever heard of them. No one ever buys their product. No one cares about them. Okay.
Nobody at all. Nobody.
Right. And thank you, Gary. But still. So I honestly feel, God, how can I put it? I honestly feel if you're doing a review and you're pushing BS on a product because you have an affiliate with it, people will sniff that out. Now, I've always been honest with my reviews of Chesapeake. Yes, I really love that company. It's one of my 3 go-to companies. But I give everybody else the same amount of love, same amount of respect, and same amount of, if it sucks, I'm going to tell you it sucks in every single review. But, that's just me.
But I think that, and that's the whole thing. I think that that kind of frees me up, honestly, to not get a bunch of affiliates, because then I can be just open and honest about how I feel about a certain company. And then the other thing is that, I enjoy not having to worry about the money segment of it. It frees me up from having to worry about money, or, hey, did you pay me money? Or, hey, I got that. You remember that the money, how much money am I getting this month? Or those questions. I don't have to worry about any of that. I don't know what it'd even be like to actually get that question asked. I don't even know if anybody's ever used I have like one with High Mountain Sage, which is like not an affiliate, just a discount code. And then I have one with 10th Kingdom BC, and then one that's from an English company that I liked.
Yeah, and Copper Johns, I understand perfectly what you're saying, brother. That makes seriously perfect sense. And
what's he saying? I'm sorry.
Basically, he says he doesn't want a lot of codes out there for his company because he doesn't want to take away from the affiliates that he has. He wants his affiliates to mean something, if that makes sense. And it means perfect sense. And I will say this publicly. Tyson offered me an affiliate code a while ago. I turned it down. I took a discount code instead.
That's cool. I'm going to say this. Tyson didn't offer me jack, and I'm still good friends with him. So I'm perfectly fine without it.
Terry, defined beard code. Welcome in, brother. And yeah, Dan is a perfect example of how affiliate codes do not cloud a review, period.
Yeah. And I'm a big follower of, I absolutely love Dan. I have a Dan crush, as everybody must know, because I follow what he's so easy to
Really,
what?
Really, Prac?
Without
Really?
the leggings, minus the leggings. Minus the
Just wait till he gets, the leggings to be named later. All right.
leggings. Yeah, minus the leggings. No, if he can sport leggings, more power to him. If he makes leggings look good, then he must have a reason. I don't think he's like well, I heard that he wears sweats and now he's wearing leggings, right? I don't
Yeah.
think he wears jeans or anything.
Carrie, I mean, seriously, that's perfect for your company. Yes, you have to, because those affiliates, or if you have an ambassador program or any of that, they represent your company. So whoever's running around out there with your code attached, they're a representative of you. So I get that. I won't say who, but somebody called me on the carpet the very next morning after I made a major screw up and tore me a new one. And it made me look at things a whole new way.
So that's the real truth behind all of this. At the end of the day, we can have fun, but this is somebody's business. And that's the one thing that you have to take very seriously about this. It's their passion, their baby. And I feel like as a reviewer, you need to take that into consideration. And I realize how hard this business is. There is literally 1,000 other beard companies out there. And every day there's more coming in, especially from China and whoever.
Shock, go to Amazon and just type in beard oil. You'll get 150 pages.
Right. This is a hard industry to be in. Everybody's now, it wasn't always, but now there's a lot of people that are there's a lot of competition. And I think that when our opportunity as a reviewer needs to be taken seriously, because you're holding their baby. You're holding their baby in your hands.
Yeah.
And if you have that's you have some due diligence involved in that. There is some care, there's some TLC that you need to have handling that and how to handle it well. You can't just go on and say, here's some products. And I'm definitely not somebody, I see that I can find something good in every product and I don't have to like everything. But I can find something good usually. There's a couple companies that I said I won't buy again because I knew that they were drop ship. But that's pretty much it. And if I don't like the scent, maybe. I don't know. I'm pretty foodie. I'm like a foodie. I get whatever. What's up?
Not yet. Honestly, I blew my channel budget for the month on a blade that I'm having all kinds of problems getting it settled through Amazon. So, yeah. If it's there when I get that refund, we're good. Really long story short, I ordered an expensive blade. Not this. I'm just holding it up as an example. It's one that I really wanted. It was on the bucket list. I got the okay to get it. And they didn't send me that. They basically sent me something like that. 2 different companies, 2 different style blades. And I'm like, no, this doesn't work. So I sent the first one back, got a replacement, and it was the same damn blade all over again. So, yeah, I just told them refund everything. I'm like, I'll drop your crap in UPS and get it out of my area. It's all yours. So, yeah, I blew my budget for stuff. All right, everybody step back. The lightning's about to strike. Carrie, it was nice knowing you. Gary's never sarcastic. Come on.
I've actually really enjoyed getting to know Gary a little bit more.
I've enjoyed getting to know a lot of people. I mean, in this review game that we're doing, it's really weird how you can send a message. Like when I had to send Tyson over at Copper John's a message. He literally hopped out of the shower with a towel wrapped around him to answer me. I'm like, no, call me back later. No. If that towel falls, we're both going to be scarred.
Who's the guy? Who's the guy on CNN who just lost his job?
Jeffrey Toobin.
Yeah, poor guy.
It's his fault.
It is his fault, but you couldn't wait 5 minutes.
Thank you.
What?
I got no sympathy for him. None.
No, not really. I read this article today and I'm just like, ooh, that's really embarrassing. Why? Why'd you let that happen as a big weeg?
Pretty much.
Yeah, couldn't wait the 5 minutes.
Yeah, but it's just weird how we have that opportunity where we can reach out. It's not like I can get the head of Coca-Cola on, Instagram and go, look, I got this at Walmart. It really sucks. You know?
Do you know what? That's the one thing that, and I'm really good friends with Tyson from Copper Johns, and I talk to him daily. He's one of my daily hit ups, you know, just like, hey, what's going on? What's going on?
I'm sorry. I know how those go. You've got to let prac talk by now. It's a real thing.
Let him talk. Let him talk. Is that what they're saying? He just won't let you in words. No words.
Gary, nice. I swear to God, that's what I'm going to tell my son now when I catch him. Stop being a tubin.
I love that.
Of all the weird things for you to bring up on my channel, I love it. You're out of the basement. You're in the big time now. And what's he talk about?
Tubin.
The tubin. God, Prac, you're awesome.
You never thought that you'd be talking about that.
No. That just made the whole night. I love it. Okay, that just threw me. So
I think it's so much more fun being a guest. I have not been a guest. I'm normally hosting my own because I'm like trying to get my channel to do stuff, and I'm usually, you know, I'm organized and I kind of had the idea for reviewers table, so I host it. But I've enjoyed being on the guest. It's kind of fun because I get to just sit back and let you be embarrassed by me saying something, right?
Yeah, weird being on the other side, right?
It is.
And see, that's what tells me, guys. This is the most animated I have ever seen Prac, ever. The whole time I've known him. I mean, I may pick on Ken about being really laid back, but this is like a human Xanax over here. Seriously, he's all, hey, how you doing? I'm a stay, Chris. Bing!
That's what's fun about being the guest is you get to be yourself a little bit. Not that I'm not, but you know, when you're the host, you have to kind of like go through the emceeing job. You got to MC. It's like it's a gig.
See, I saw him last night with that Ken. He was behaving himself. Now look at him tonight. He's coining the phrase the tubing. This is what happens when you come on my show.
I kind of expect that with you, Chris. I'm just like, hey, I can just like, last night was more of also a good, but he's a company still. So I have that respect for somebody, a maker, where not that I don't, I mean, you're my friend. You're like one of my best friends. So I get to hang out. This is my time to hang out with my buddy.
You want to reword that? You're talking about the tubing and hanging out. Reword that. I swear to God, I see that camera move. You're getting dropped real quick, you know?
Is it off? Is it off?
All right, Prac. Now we're going to learn a little bit more about you. We're getting to that point where we're going to do a little questions.
Cool.
These are real simple questions, bro. You shouldn't have to overthink these.
I will, but yes.
Yes, I know you're a shrink, but still. What's your point, Ken? I've known that for a while, okay?
What did he say?
Ken Prac doesn't respect you, Chris.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Hey, Vinny P, you've missed some interesting stuff. And hey, Susana, sorry, I always mess that up, but still. All right, Prac, we're going to start you with a really, really simple one. Prefer chicken or fish?
Chicken.
Okay. Burgers or tacos?
Tacos.
You know those really, really cool deli sandwiches that are like stacked up really tall, like the old Dagwood comics?
Yep.
Or pizza?
Pizza.
Oh, this is going to bite me in the ass. What is Prac's favorite music genre? And I swear to God, you say Buddhist monk singing. Oh,
heavy metal. 80s heavy metal.
Oh, that's right. We'll get there in a moment, too. I got to touch on that one.
Yeah.
I almost forgot about that. What is Prac's favorite movie?
Oh, that's a good one. I'm a big Braveheart fan.
I would have never expected that.
Yeah, I like Braveheart.
See, guys, this is what I say. I know he's leading a double life out there somewhere. I heard about that, Pete, and I can't wait to get my hands on it. Okay, baseball or hockey?
Baseball.
Football or basketball?
Football.
Oh, this ought to be interesting. Prax, favorite song?
Favorite song? Oh, goodness gracious. That's a hard one.
He picks hard one and Tubin. Again, I swear to God.
I'm. Do you know what? I'm trying to think of my favorite albums, and I have so many. I'm a big GNR fan as well, and I really like "Sweet Child of Mine." So back in the day, I have good fond memories about that song.
Nice. Okay. Now, this is going to get interesting because everyone always seems to dodge around this question, especially seeing how we have. Oh, my God. Hold on. Here's one from Copper Johns.
What is he saying?
Pokemon or women?
I think women.
There he goes.
That's been my problem. That's been my problem in life.
I'm leaving that up there for a moment. Oh, my God. Okay, so everyone seems to dodge around this one an awful lot. And seeing how we have a couple owners in here, it might be a little interesting. If you had to pick one men's grooming company for the rest of your life, who would you pick?
Oh, that's a good one. That is a tough. And I'm not going to, if I had to pick one, I would pick it because I think that they have a little bit of everything for me. And I like doing the hair, pomade, stuff like that. And currently, I think that Gary has the best lineup of stuff for all grooming, and that's the only reason why I would pick him for all grooming, because I do the hair clay, I do pomade. I'm doing, I have some of the others. I'm into that kind of thing, so that's an all around grooming company. I look at Gary as that. Even though I will say that I have some definitely close, there's a whole bunch of lineup in there that if I was to just say pure beard oil and beard products, there's about 10 to 15 companies that I would say were right there.
Yeah, but it's just one men's grooming company. And
one would be one grooming company. I would go with CBG. Just because they have a good selection, and they have different selections. You have something for your hair, you got something for your beard, you got something for your skin, you got something.
You got a payout, Prac. Look right there. You got a payout. That's why you said Chesapeake. Gary slipped you the question beforehand, didn't he?
He did not. I didn't even know.
I'm just saying.
He didn't. I didn't even know anything about it, actually. I didn't know anything about it. I just know that I take a look at, you said grooming, so I was going with grooming product. Even though I am trying Kuhn's new clay. I love his clay is really good, actually.
There we go. Prax lying. It's defined.
I'll tell you, that Lemon Delight, I smell that on a daily basis. I smell that stuff on a daily basis. Me and Caden, absolutely. My wife, actually, that's the one thing that we all agree on. That and that Calvary, that I had a kid. I had my 23-year-old thought that this right here, he needed to buy 5 or 6 of these. He was going through them so quickly. I was like, he must have. I think he only bought 2, but he went through it all. And he started trying to use mine.
While you're taking 10 minutes to read that, hey Carrie, I got to tell you, that's why I'm really scared to order from your company. My experience with Lemon Delight has spoiled me on everything. I'm like, I love that so much. I don't know how you're ever going to top that. But that's just me.
That's really hard. What is he saying? What is
he saying? He's saying Copper Johns was going to give you an affiliate code, but now screw you. You guys.
And you know what's that's so funny. I just told him that too. I said, but he doesn't give me any discount codes.
But he just gave you a $50 pay raise on my friggin' channel. Thanks, Gary. Summer Chef, welcome, brother. I see you entered.
Do you know what, though? Tyson, by far, if you were to go grooming unique beard products, and I think he's going into the grooming thing, he's almost there. He's doing some new next level stuff, by far next level stuff, just like Gary. I mean, the Vitality is like a game changer. The Inland Sea Minerals is a game changer.
Quit sucking up. You got paid. Carrie, was that one in the beard bento box? Just out of curiosity, because I think I have that. All right, Prac. Now let's move on with these.
I'll shut up.
What? No, just shut up. We're just moving on with the questions. So what's Prax's favorite ice cream?
I'm a Rocky Road kid.
Okay. What's Prax's favorite holiday?
I'm a big Christmas guy. I like Christmas.
Do you take Biotin on a regular basis?
I do not. I did originally, but now I do not. No.
Nice. Okay. Now I know we all had our routine before COVID, your daily wash routine, your daily co-wash routine or rinse, whatever. Has COVID changed Prax's beard washing schedule?
Not at all. Not at all.
Nice. Are you a balm or butter kind of guy?
I have become more butter. I have a small beard, so I do like looking and groom in the balm hold, but I like the butter so much and the feel of the butters that I've just become like Especially with COVID, I can get away with it. Like, who's looking at me? I have a Zoom maybe once or I have about 5 a day, but they're not looking at my beard. They're trying to get tech information.
Yeah. Gary, don't get ahead of the questions. So I'm adding one more because Gary's getting ahead. So you love butter. Are you a whipped, a poured, or a liquid by Ruddy Man?
I am a poured guy. I really like poured butter. That's my thing. Who I found that was unique was, and I didn't think his was whipped, was Bearded Mac. I did not think that was a whipped butter. I thought that was more in between. But
I know lots of people are talking about Bearded Mac, but I've never tried them.
Yeah, his stuff is so good. Yeah, you should definitely get on his train. Super, super good.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, everybody is talking about Bearded Mac.
Yeah, well, Chris is and he's a heck of a. My reasons for liking most companies is ridiculous. Do I like the owner? I'll try your stuff if I like the owner. I'll see some stuff and I'll go, hey, can I talk to you? If you're a jerk, I probably won't try you.
But see, that's not ridiculous because for me, I go looking for a veteran-owned company first, or if it's female-owned. And then after that, it's what do they have to offer? Is there an interesting story about them? Right. With, say, Copper Johns. I heard something about him. It made me laugh my butt off. I'm going to bring it up when he's, a guest on the channel. Okay. Or like Define Beard Co. Everybody was raving about Carrie's Lemon Delight. And I'm like, it can't be that freaking good.
It's ridiculous good.
Oh my God. Make a fat boy happy. Oh.
I told somebody last night that it makes me crave these little lemon cookies that we have. And I've bought more of them because of that, because I just absolutely love that smell. It's a great smell.
I mean, dude, I swear to God, my better half told me I was like gnawing on my pillow that night. I'm like,
it's so good. And it's ridiculously I honestly just have the butter. I don't know what the oil is. I won the butter on a giveaway and I was like, wow, this is amazing. And I use that. I smell that butter all the time. It's really, really good.
It is just, that's why I said it's so hard to go back to his company after that being my virginal experience with Define.
I know.
It's like with Gary. No matter what he tries to say, the first one I ever bought from him is always going to be my favorite, and that's Belfast.
I've never tried that one.
Copper Johns. Oh my God, his coffee scent. I can't remember the name of it right now. The moment I smelled it in bottle, I'm like, whoo wee. Yeah,
I have 2 of his right now, and I'm going to spend some time with Copper Johns. I want to get I've read a lot about the inland sea minerals. I've tried it a little bit, but I really want to spend some time because of the benefits you get from the inland sea minerals.
Okay, there's a record, Tyson. If he's going to be spending a lot of time with you, I am so sorry.
He's got to hear me yabber at him every day. This stuff is so amazing. I can't believe my beard did this.
Energy drinks, coffee, an 8-ball of Coke. You're going to need it. It's all thing. And yes, Rob, we are. Oh, we are so. Come on, pull it up. Wrong one. Dang keyboard. Yes, we are talking about it. It is freaking awesome. All right, let's get to the last 2 questions, seeing how Gary already messed them up. 2 of the most burning questions in the beard community. How does Prac like his steak prepared, and does pineapple belong on pizza?
So I am a medium rare kid, and because that's the only way to really eat steak. Has some flavor. And then I love, no, you know what? Pineapple really doesn't for me. My Caden loves it. Surprising enough, pineapple. But yeah, no, I'm not a big, like, they'll buy it from Pizza Hut, and I just won't eat it. I'll eat the other one.
Dragon, I don't do energy drinks anymore. So do you, Prac?
Not at all. Not at all. See, that's the whole problem. Imagine me on energy drinks.
You'd be normal. Sorry.
Yeah, I'd be flipped out. No, I'd be flipped out. I overthink, and I get into this like really almost like a paranoia stage where I'm thinking too much and I overthink everything.
I would almost love to give you one in a live stream just to watch that sugar high spin you up, and all of a sudden, crack on. You know, he's all in the chair.
Oh yeah, it's horrible. I realized that I really like the taste of coffee. I love coffee, and I cannot drink coffee because I get too spun up.
Nice. And that's from Joe. His enforcers will be seeing you soon, Prac.
I love it. Do you know what I really thought was funny? And I'm going to say this the other day that I just had this happen to have this Arizona cardinal gnome in my bedroom. He's like, of course he has a gnome. I thought that was so funny. Of course he has a gnome in his room. Of course he's got magical fairies and gnomes in his room. That's right? What Prac would have.
I just, nothing about you really anymore surprises me. You know, I never really thought that was a Buddhist behind you. I always thought it was an octopus. I really did.
It kind of looks like a coral reef or something. Yeah, I saw that the other day. I'm like, oh no, it's a Buddha's head.
I was like, why the hell does Prac have a fossilized octopus behind him? You know, but it's just one of those things that you just don't ask. Like, seriously, you were in a garage heavy metal hair band?
I was indeed. If you actually look right over here, let me see if I can get a picture of it really quick.
I swear to God, no tubing.
That's a Marshall stack right there.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's my amp that I'm playing with these days. I have a Fender Strat, which I absolutely love. I love my Strat. And then I have 3 or 4 different guitars. So yeah, I've been playing more this time. That's what COVID's really got me doing, is I've been playing a lot more. So I'm planning on actually probably playing maybe on some videos. You'll see some of that coming up.
You should, Gary, what 2 grown men do in the consent, with consent in their bedroom. I'm just saying, that's their own thing.
I am in the closet.
Not touching that. No, that's too easy. No. Dear God, no.
Here's a softball.
That one I'm just gonna swing and a miss. All right. All right, Prac, we got one more for you.
Cool.
What would be Prac's favorite beard oil? If he has to put one in right now, what is Prac's go-to oil that he's going to grab?
I'm going to say something. If I was to go, it'd be a cologne scent.
Nice.
So I'm a cologne scent kid. That's my first go-to. I love everything. I'll be honest with you. I'm a big fan of a whole lot of things, but I got into the business because I'm a cologne kid.
And look who picks up on it. There's Gary in the closet with softballs. Huh?
I love it.
Oh, that's just great.
This is the best community ever.
Yeah, but Vinny, doesn't that interfere with like some of your supplements or ever, the caffeine, or does it help boost stuff? I've always wondered that. Like, I keep hearing how caffeine's great for beards. It's supposed to promote something, but caffeine really interacts badly with biotin, which I take a lot, so I got to be careful.
Do you take a lot of biotin?
Oh, yes.
I really did see the benefits from biotin. I'm going to be honest with you. I went down to Sprouts, which is like the local, I don't know, it's kind of like a Whole Foods. And got real vitamins, not the stuff that's through Amazon or from Walgreens or something, right. But I went and got some decent stuff, and I did see the definite growth However, I was like, I'm okay with the short beard. If I get anything bigger than this, Christy starts. I mean, this is about as long as it'll ever get, or Christy's chopping.
Well, if you
She'll-
go back, sorry, go ahead, sir.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
If you go back and you look at some of my earlier videos, I had a big white dead patch right in the middle of my cheek where stuff wasn't growing.
Oh, right.
So I got the advice from a men's grooming company owner who happens to be a barber, and he basically said, "Hey, just shave it, take Biotin, and see how that does." And well, it's gone. And I will say, for the record, like I've said in other stuff, be careful where you buy your Biotin from because you get what you pay for.
Cheap stuff was cheap, just like essential oils, like anything, right?
Yeah, you had to bring that up again. The freaking yeah, like the Biotin I got from Walmart was vastly inferior to that I got from Chesapeake. And I'm saying that because I've only tried what is that? Spring Valley and Chesapeake.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. The Walmart brand is Spring Valley, right?
Yeah, exactly. So I'm not saying it's a bad product, but a company like Chesapeake or Beard Octane, forgive me, guys, I don't know of any other company. Live Bearded, I think, has stuff.
They do. Yeah.
Boss Man Brands has like the Rooster Booster or whatever. They have a more hands-on approach with the labs that they go, and they have a better quality control over than I need 800 billion pills for an order tomorrow because the shelves are bare. If that makes sense,
It totally makes sense. And that's the whole thing about it's just like with all things, you get what you pay for. And not necessarily the guys who are doing the research. I trust Gary a lot because I know he's doing that. I know that a Beard Octane's doing, because I trust Dan, and he gets his stuff from Beard Octane as well.
Detroit, I forgot them.
Oh, they do. And I think they do their research on where they get their products versus you have no idea where these Walgreens or Walmart and especially Walmart and some of these box stores, you never know. Those are just, like supplements they sell that are cheaply made. And mostly times they're cost effective to people who will buy them. You go to a Walmart, you're not going to want to pay $20 for a thing of Biotin. You're going to want to pay $5 and you're going to get what you pay for.
And hey, Copper Johns, if you want to buy Biotin from Gary, you might know someone who's currently on the screen right now who didn't get paid $50, who might have an affiliate code for you to use to save you a little money too. Just saying.
He does have some person here does have an affiliate code with him.
Just saying. I got your back too. But yeah,
I too completely agree. And I think that I do take a multivitamin.
Oh, I do too.
And I think that's been, as long as I'm keeping healthy, I haven't really concerned myself with the beard growth, because it was growing a lot faster. And that just meant faster that my wife would want me to the barber. So,
okay. So Copper Johns, he's kind of sold out at the moment, but Gary has it on his app for $20 for, what is that? Like a 90-day a 90-day supply.
Oh, that's a heck of a deal. That's a heck of a deal.
It's a great deal. And his stuff is really good.
Yeah, good. How many milligrams? Is it like the 10,000, 20,000?
10,000.
Yeah, that's average. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, but if you get a little bit more into it like I do, and you have your little snack during the day, so I'm basically taking 20,000. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
it's also naturally in eggs and things. I eat a lot of eggs, and I eat a lot of different things that have it naturally in it. But the supplements, if you're really looking for what you're talking about, I did see it. I just was like, yeah, my wife is just making me chop this thing.
I will tell you honestly, guys, if you haven't taken it and you're gonna take it, you're gonna grow hair everywhere you haven't grown it before. And your fingernails and your toenails are going to grow, in my opinion, like 3 times the rate they usually do. I'm trimming these more than I ever have in my life since I started Biotin, but this is a lot fuller and a lot nicer than when I was not taking Biotin.
I wonder if I should just do that just to see if that's the case. Because I would like to just maybe even healthy is good. Healthy is good. That's what, and biotin really does help support that. And
Yeah, but
go.
I also had to make some other changes and cut some things out because my beard wasn't healthy before I shaved it and made a radical change.
Mm-hmm.
I had to cut back seriously on certain adult fun that I was having.
Some of the adult beverages, right?
Oh, lots of them. Cut back on, candy and soda and other stuff, and cut back on sugar, and start eating, better proteins and whatnot. And it's like I said in that video when I did for Chesapeake's Biotin, I treated my body like an amusement park for so long. Now I'm trying to rebuild the foundation as I'm getting older, giving myself a factory upgrade.
Are you doing any exercising now?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I can't do a lot that I used to do before, but a huge part of it is my apartment complex has like a quarter-mile little thing, so I'll start doing more laps every day, and chasing my kids around the house is a good cardio workout too.
That is indeed. I agree. I need to start getting out there. I've made some commitments to start getting out there again because I haven't left my house. There's times where I don't leave my house, but the big excitement is to go get something from my PO box.
Yeah, right.
That's sad because I need to start getting out because it's become a vampire or something.
Yeah, it's like I read someone put this up today. It was like, so for the first time in 6 months, I walked outside, I showered, I shaved, I even put on pants. I think everyone was more happy about the third one than they were the first two. Oh my God.
I've wore a lot of shorts, I'll tell you that. And even shorts that I probably shouldn't be wearing. And I'll forget. I'll wear them in like a video. And I think Chris is pointing out, what are you wearing? They didn't even match.
Yes, that video. Oh my Lord. It was like two golfers beat the crap out of you and left you with like your leftover shit. They were like, you take it. You take it.
So Christy just buys things and she's like, so do you remember, are you a big Garth Brooks fan at all?
Oh God, yeah.
So do you remember in the 80s, he had a Garth Brooks and it had like a half colored shirt. It was like one part was white, other part was like red, and then the other side was blue.
Yeah.
So Christy bought me one of those at Shepler's once, and I'll wear whatever she gives me. It's her. So I wore that, and somebody comes up to me and goes, "Where's the rodeo?" I go,
okay, guys, I'm going to translate Prac for you. Basically, his wife walks up and goes, "Wear it, or you get the beating." And he's like, "Yes, ma'am. I'll put the shirt on.
True.
I don't want the host again, ma'am. I'm so sorry."
It puts the clothes on.
This is why I said I know he's got a double life, because like he keeps talking about how afraid he is of his better half and whatnot. But I swear to God, he gets off that camera and he's like, "Hey, you, yeah, you, come here, you."
I might tell the cat that. It like goes downhill. Hey, you cat, you listen to me now, cat. Me and you, we're gonna talk. You're gonna listen.
Okay. Sure, Prac.
Me and the cat. That's who I talk to. It has a good conversation. She likes me for the most part.
That's because you change her litter box.
And I feed her. Like if I feed her, they like me.
She's like, you, hey, food, come on. Now, get piling up, get to it. All right, now you can scratch me. All right, you're done.
Exactly.
Cat.
It's the only thing that likes me, other than maybe Caden occasionally likes me. We do videos together. We like doing that, but
if I was a lesser man, I may make a comment along the lines of, he looks like a prisoner of war lately in your videos. Like, Dad, can I get out of here? Dad, now? So
I'm going to say this, that Caden is growing out of the want to hang out with Dad. He's almost 12, and he told me the other day, I'll do the unboxings, but I really don't want to do the reviews. So I said, okay, can I just add you the sniffing part where you just sniff them? And he's like, okay, I'll do the sniffing part, but I'm not going to do your corny idea about these sketches that you're going to do. I had this whole sketch idea. We're going to do sketches, Caden. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do like acting. And he's like, we did one video and he cut himself far out of it.
Dragon's taken off.
Oh, cool. Thanks for joining.
No, I get what you're saying about skits, because I have this idea for a company's body wash that I got to do. And I've got my son looking at old tapes of Macho Man and Hulk Hogan,
Oh, cool.
because it's going to be a, God, how can I put it? He doesn't want to shower. He doesn't want this, doesn't want that. Then we're going to have like this little SpongeBob thing. It's like 7 hours later. And he comes out and he's like, "Oh, yeah, brother. Dig it." Yeah.
Tuesday, Andy.
It is Tuesday.
Uh-oh.
I know.
He's getting in trouble.
I did. I just get in trouble. I just got in trouble. She's like, "This is too
All right.
much. It's Tuesday."
We'll wrap it up for you, bro. I don't need you getting a beat down because you came on my show at the last moment. All right, guys, just to save Prax butt, we're going to wrap it up right here. Now, I do this with everyone, brother. Tell us what you got coming up for your channel.
So Thursday we have Barbados Joe. And then I'm going to probably do a couple reviews. And then the big thing this month is it's Down Syndrome Awareness Month. And we are doing a huge live stream with Barbados Joe. I have him, and Barbados Joe has a Down's child, just like, I have a grandchild, but he has a child named Ariana that she's going to join us. I love her. She's awesome. Yeah, she's awesome. And then I have a teacher that's going to come on. She's part of the Best Buddies. And she does work with special needs kids, which it's definitely Down syndromes fit into that, and tons of other great stuff. So hoping we have a charity going on, and they're yelling. So yeah,
we're wrapping you up.
That was the yelling part. Get out of here!
Wait till she starts pounding on the walls, guys. But I'll make it real quick. I got a knife video dropping tomorrow. I'm not sure what I'm going to have for Friday, but I'm sure it's going to be either beard related or me not killing my kids related. So it's going to be one of those. All right, guys. So
with a not really.
Yeah. CPS disclaimer. I'm lying my fucking ass off. All right, guys. So Prac doesn't get his beat down. We're going to do this quick. Thank you all so much for joining us tonight. I know it was a last minute thing to bring in a practitioner, but I'm very grateful, brother. Thank you so much for your time, the laughter, and everything. Guys, I say this in every video. I hope you're having an incredible day. I hope you're having a safe day.